congratulations, you've got the job interview. That's amazing news. But now perhaps you're feeling a little bit daunted about the prospect of going for that interview. Some could say that it's a bit like an uphill struggle. However, I'm going to give you some useful tips and hints in this video to try and send you into that interview feeling confident and ready to go. So my first tip for you today is to be on time. If you're too late, then this is going to suggest to the employer that you're not reliable. If you're too early, then this is going to mean that you're sat in the waiting room for far too long. You're going to be getting yourself too nervous, and then you're not going to be in the right frame of mind for your interview. I would suggest you turn up about 10 minutes before the interview, and this will allow you enough time not only to compose yourself, but maybe to grab a coffee and to go through the pending interview. Okay, so my second tip for you today is to be engaging. Make eye contact with everybody that you see on the way into the interview, and even in the waiting room, even the receptionist. Be engaging, make eye contact, smile nicely, and give a firm handshake. Give the air of confidence and ability, and this will stand you in good stead for the interview. You never get a second chance to make that first impression. So my third tip for you today is all about body language. It's really important that you stand straight, you don't slouch, and that you don't show disinterest through your posture. It's important that you have an air of confidence, but not to be too confident. You want to give the impression to the employer that you're the person they want to employ, and not to be their best mate, but to be somebody who is of ability and who is able to do their job well. Okay, so another aspect of body language you need to be careful of is personal space. You don't want to be too close, but at the same time you don't want to be too far away. You want to try and be engaging in a way that doesn't make your interviewer feel intimidated or under pressure. Okay, so my fourth tip for you today is how we dress and how we come across by being dressed appropriately, okay? It's really important that we dress smart. I would always suggest to overdress rather than underdress, because when you do dress smartly, it shows the prospective employer that you're willing to make the effort and that you're really keen on getting this job. It's also key that we look after our personal hygiene. I think we can all agree that if we smell fresh and we look smart, then this is also going to be really good in terms of creating a positive impression. So have that scrub, clean those teeth, cut those nails, and make sure you're smelling nice and fresh, but not too overpowering. This will ensure that you make that brilliant first impression. Okay, so we've already touched on this a little bit, but I want to cover this a bit more now again. You need to be able to sell yourself and have confidence. Okay, so when you go into the interview, make sure that you're the first one to offer a handshake, and always be ready to give an account of why you want the job. It would be really good to do some research beforehand and look into the company and as to what they're about and what they offer, so that then when you're answering questions you can relate back to your research. Okay, so I hope these tips have been of some help to you today. My name's Sam and I'm from Communities for Work. If you require further support, then you can contact us on 01792 578 632, or you can get involved with Swansea Working via their Facebook page or email, which is swanseaworking@swanseagov.uk. Okay, so I really hope that watching this short film will give you the advice and give you the tips that you need to reach the top of your summit. Much like climbing up a hill, it's quite daunting at first, but if you take all the advice on board and prepare well, then I'm sure that you will be successful in your task.